Hey everyone, this is Jose, and today I wanted to show you guys some of the work that I've been doing here. So I'm currently on vacation, and I'm currently using the MacBook Pro that I have for school and on-the-go work. So this is the best I've been able to do lately, but I wanted to kind of talk about resource packs lately. If you watch my single-player Let's Play, you've noticed that I probably have always used, as far as I can remember, some sort of resource pack, and here lately it's been the same one. It's actually been Unity, but it's been modified. And the modifications that I've made to it have been mostly my own handmade ones, but there's a few credits that I must give. I used some of the Sphax BDcraft models because the JSON modeling system is a little bit confusing, and I used Vadic's Faithful 32 fonts because they look fantastic. So I wanted to not only just discuss that briefly, but also show you guys kind of what I've recently worked on and allow you guys to download some of my recent handmade changes that I've added. So VoidPack is essentially just Unity. There's a handful of others, but this actual file right here, I've taken the time to separate everything out so that this is basically just Unity by itself, barring a few textures that I've removed from the Unity resource pack because I actually preferred vanillas. Everything else over here is stuff that I've either made myself or have gotten. Actually, all of these I've made myself, except for the VoidPack Minecraft tweaks, which is a few of them are my own, but like I said, the models are mostly BD crafts, the fonts are mostly Vadic's Faithful 32. I just got done making a new set of textures for Not Enough Want, and I'd like to show you guys those. And there's also a new set of textures that I've created for Psy, and then a set of textures for Chisel. And I will show you these later. I'll show you these last, in fact, so I will wait to apply this resource pack until afterwards. So if we go ahead and apply this resource pack, there we are, the model system has reloaded. We can go into our new world here. I've actually created a test world just to kind of take a look at all the textures and everything as I've been going along here. So we can immediately see a few different changes that I've done. So if I take a look at Psy, the first thing you'll notice is that the Psy textures are pretty much unchanged except for the tools. I mostly just wanted to change the tools to match the Quark, rather the Unity style, but also I guess essentially in the same set they're also changed to work with the custom textures that I made to change the shovels. So the textures that I've changed in my own resource pack, if we take a look at the pickaxes, I've changed the iron, gold, and diamond pickaxe textures to be slightly more detailed, I guess. I don't really care for the sharp edges. I prefer the Minecraft shape. I just like the better shading. So these Psy textures basically resemble that, but still have their colorizers with them still, so that they are relatively similar and definitely distinguishable as what they should be. I'm actually very proud of these textures, and let me know what you guys think of them, but I think they fit out pretty well for this entire pack, and for, well, the resource packs as a whole. So the next thing that I have done is I've added some new Not Enough wand textures, and these I'm actually super happy with as well. I just finished these a few hours ago. So the wand cores, I've had to go through and redo the models for these because their models were not going to fit right with the new textures that I had because the rotation was completely different. But the new models are in and working, and all of them, including, I'm really happy with how the capturing wand ended up. It actually looks like it's got the little ring around the neck like dog catchers. So that's what that's meant to look like if you were curious. And so essentially all of these have been retextured, so we have just our basic wand core and our advanced wand core over here. And then everything, all the textures and all the recipes are more or less based off of either what they do or what they were crafted with. So that's why these look like they're just a blaze rod with gold wrapped around them. That if you look at the recipe, that's exactly what they are. So I didn't really want to bar too far away from these. And the advanced wand core is meant to look pretty enticing, and I think it does. And so all of these others, I basically tried to do as well as I could to make them look like what they did. So if these need explanation, I will go ahead and briefly discuss them real quick, and then we'll move on. Potion Wand, I think that one's pretty straightforward. Illumination Wand, it's a light bulb. Protection Wand, it's a padlock. Creative Protection Wand, or Master Protection Wand, is uncraftable as a creative tool, so I made it pink like most creative standards are for the most part. Swapping Wand, it's two arrows, a black one and a white one with a gradient in between. Moving Wand, it's just packing tape. The Teleportation Wand is my attempt at making a smaller ender pearl. I think that looked okay. The capturing wand, like I said, it's like one of those capturing nets like that Animal Control uses. The acceleration wand is just a diamond clock. Freezing wand is kind of meant to look sort of like a tasing item, but it's also meant, if you look kind of closely at it, it's also meant to resemble the two here are meant to resemble like the pause logo or the pause symbol, where it looks like a, well, I guess you can't really see it in Minecraft. It looks like two little pipes next to each other. It's kind of supposed to look like that. The building wand is meant to be like a builder's compass almost, or like a designer's compass, or not compass, but straight edge. So that's what that's meant to look like. And the displacement wand is just a sticky piston basically attached to a one of the wand cores. So moving on to the next set of textures here, we have, I've shown you the side, I've shown you most of these. I guess I haven't shown you my Minecraft tweaks yet. The biggest ones for the Minecraft tweaks that you'll notice is water has been retextured to be a little, the bucket texture hasn't been retextured because I usually use the forged bucket model, which I actually haven't this time. In fact, I wonder, is it too late to do that? Client settings. No, I have to restart. That's what I thought. But you can see the water's a little light blue, more light blue. It's not quite so dark blue and bold. And I've changed all the textures for everything to make that kind of support it. As far as one of the textures that is separate from everything, aside from what you may believe, is actually the texture that you see here on the side of glass. This texture is a different texture file, so that's been modified to fit with the new glass, or rather not the new glass, the new water. And so that is one of the changes. The other ones are mostly to models at this point. So, oh, actually, no, there are two texture changes that I'm forgetting. There's the dragon egg, is the BD Craft 16X dragon egg texture because it looks really cool. And the fire texture is the same. So if I grab a flint and steel and a nether rack, I can show you. Also from BD Craft. I like this one a lot better because if I get caught on fire, then, oh, come on. The fire texture doesn't cover my entire screen. It's only at the bottom. And that really is quite a useful thing, for me at least. So, from this point on, let me grab a golden apple just to heal up. So from this point on, everything should be models. So if we take a look at the ladders in your inventory don't look very different, but in the world, they actually have a three-dimensional model now. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. I had made a really nice custom texture for levers that you can see on my old Forge Serve series, but it's not actually, it's not my favorite. So it's not one of the things that I've continued. I've actually dropped that one because it's just, it's nice, but it's far too detailed. And so you have the better lever model that I've decided to drop, and I'm trying to show you here in JEI. The brewing stand and cauldrons have three-dimensional models, item models, as does cake and a few others. Whoops. Cake, and I'm trying to think there was one more. Ah, yes, the hopper. Hoppers also have a three-dimensional model for their items now. So that leads me to my last point here, and that is hardened clay. So you'll see here, and this is one that they have actually accepted into the Master of Unity, which is super cool, is if I take a look at the current hardened clay texture, so these are some of the new ones that Chisel has added that we have not added support for yet. I'll need to see if I can make a new pull request with these adjusted textures. In fact, I'm kind of on a roll, so I'll probably do it today. You'll see that these match vanilla hardened clay, which is a little brighter orange, but Unity's hardened clay, that's light gray hardened clay, Unity's hardened clay is much more toned down. So this is what Unity looks like. I thought I grabbed a stack. Oh, I already had a stack. There we go. And so the hardened clay from everywhere else in Chisel has been recolored to match this, such that everything kind of goes together nicely. I don't know why I keep on getting just one. I'm in a terrible habit of that. And you'll see that all of these are darker and toned down, not quite so bleedingly orange. So I'm sorry that the single player Let's Play has been on a temporary hiatus. I'm just unfortunately in the middle of vacation. I'm currently in Florida. Haven't been at my gaming computer for quite a while. I won't be at my gaming computer for quite a while. So unfortunately, all I have right now is the MacBook, and there's not really a whole lot I can do. So what I will be trying to do, hopefully, since I might have a few minutes here and there away from family where I can record without being rude or disruptive, is ideally I can get a few tutorials out on the MacBook in like a single player flat world like this one, because the idea is that hopefully I can do something where I can maintain a frame rate. I might be able to keep up a frame rate on Forge Surf. I've been able to without recording. I don't know about while recording, because currently I'm doing pretty okay on this flat world. So maybe I'll be able to. It's just a MacBook. It's not even a high-end one. In fact, it's the lowest end of the last generation 2015 MacBook Pro. So if you were curious, I actually just got it, but it's pretty great, but not my gaming computer. So definitely going to be hopefully getting back to videos soon. Sorry that my backlog didn't last me as long as I planned. I really do feel bad that the Let's Play is currently kind of waiting on me to get back, but hopefully next week I should be back at it. So I hope you enjoyed, and I will have downloads in the description for all of these, so stay tuned, and I will see you guys next time.